it's just really shocking seeing very young kids, like 2, 3 years old, using technology better than me and also not being able to live without that. I think it's kind of, I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, but it's really scary for me that, you know, my nieces and nephews can't survive without an iPhone or iPad, can't concentrate without one. You know, like, it's a behavioral tool now. Technology is really being used as a behavioral tool, and I don't like it. It's kind of scary that it's permeating their lives from the very beginning.
My little brothers learned to navigate the internet before learning to read, which baffled me because if I want to search something, I feel like I need to know all the words involved in searching, and then I realize it doesn't anymore because it's all motion touch, and if you can remember that and recognize certain visual cues, you basically have access to a much more limited part of the internet, but still the internet.
Books. They don't read books as actual books anymore. They read it online, on Nooks, on tablets.
First of all, when I was little, I had computer time, and it was like an hour a day. And the weird thing is my sisters don't have computer time. It's like so integrated with all of their schoolwork.
I think a lot of interactive technologies where kids can co-create, they can collaborate in creating a story, they can become the story person, they can become the storyteller, they can become a character within the story, and they can kind of co-create the images and the storyline. I've seen a lot of kids become really, really interested in technologies or storylines that allow them to do that. And like I said before, augmented reality, virtual reality. I've been user testing with a lot of kids for the past 2 months now, and 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds, when they see a world that they can step into and co-create, like games like Minecraft or any other cinematic experience that they can create, they just lose their minds. There's single file lines that would go around this building in middle schools, and I think that's...
Like I said, I use Tumblr a lot, and the amount of analyzing that goes on that website for just even like 10 minutes of an episode, it's like sitting in a lecture and listening to like a professor like break everything down. I think a lot of people are really interested in that. It's not just, oh, you know, passively watching a TV show. Like, people want to be actively involved in the deconstruction of what happens.
I think TV, at least for our generation, is pretty much, besides the few outlying situations in which people watch television live, either with families or, you know, with certain shows, TV is pretty much all viewed now online through streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. It's all about, you know, giving each other the passwords to the different, you know, online accounts that you have that have different shows, and also the culture that it's breeded in binge watching. You hear people say a lot of times, you know, are you watching Scandal? And someone will say, no, I'm waiting for all the seasons to come out on Netflix.
But what I see is that when I look on my social media, and Facebook, for instance, for the last 2 weeks has been raging about Interstellar. So in that sense, my peers are the ones who are advertising movies nowadays. And that's what draws me to the theaters.
There's certain movies like this that have this high level of unaided awareness in which, you know, people feel like a fear of missing out and feel like a fear of, you know, not being in the know if they don't go to the theaters and watch these movies in the time span that they're out and that people are talking about.
I'm really drawn to movies that have strong female leads or have a great diverse representation of characters. So like Frozen, Mockingjay, I really want to see Wild coming out this weekend.
I actually, this summer, I just started like doing more like video on demand because like I think a lot of us have like kind of reached that point where we've seen everything we wanted to on Netflix.
Netflix and other video on demand or streaming services, they only cater to a certain type of audience. Like, I'm not American, so I do want to see non-American movies. Like, and those are the ones that I will buy because they're hard to find anywhere on the internet, on subscription services, etc.
How many of you have heard of Ultraviolet? Just 2 of you?
At least for me and my friends, I haven't seen my friends using torrents as much as if they've just been typing a movie and then online free on Google, and it's just way easier than a torrent. And I think that's a way bigger way of accessing movies than downloading something, because downloading takes up space, but online free is so easy. You can even find things on YouTube. There's a million different websites that you can look up.
I compromise so much in sound quality, which is a major part of movies and experiencing them, just to stream them, and that's because I don't have the technology to experience the sound. So I would try and be able to recreate that at home.
Well, I would definitely invest in a better sound system as well. My RA had like great sound system in her room, and really jealous.
I liked his idea because the sense of like recreation, I think, is definitely part of our lives. That's what we do with social media. We recreate ourselves to the world. Tools to do that, like something like the camera or something that can document my day and then put it online, whether that's like a YouTube series or something of that nature.
I'd probably get the biggest TV with 3D, Blu-ray, sound, Dolby Atmos, whatever.
Get a nice hefty high-tech projector to watch and maybe screen even to host some fun movie watching parties, or perhaps project the image onto an outdoor surface, which I think is a big trend now, gentlemen, if you want to take note of that. I think, yeah, I